catch the Final Fantasy Tactics run that was scheduled for this time. I apologize for the technical mishap, but hopefully my Legaia 2 Duel Saga run, since the runner seems to have gone missing, and hopefully nothing bad has happened to him. But let me pull up my notes for this run real quick. Pull up my chat real quick, getting ready to go. So I will just so I'll just I'm just kind of waiting to make sure that I get the go ahead. Since this run's just a tiny bit longer than the FFT run is, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So I'll go ahead and give the restreamer countdown here. I'm going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoop! I guess I'm not going to get started in 5, 4. Run estimate 6 to 6:05. Sorry, just so just about to hit the start, but so let's go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we start off with a little cutscene. So this is Legaia 2 Duel Saga. Yeah, it's unfortunate that there seems to have been an issue with the runner who's scheduled for FFT. But I was planning to do a run of this on my own channel anyway, and since there was an immediate need for a fill-in, I'm glad that I was able to help out so we could do something. Is this game hard to obtain? It's fairly inexpensive to find on your local retro retailer. I've seen them around the internet for 15-20 bucks. Yeah, I was planning to start a run of this on my own channel in 15 or 20 minutes anyway, so thank you for the good luck, Pain in the Ash. So I will try to summarize things as we go. Hopefully things will go all right. So this is Nancy Lang's adopted sister, stepsister. So we're here in the village of Knoll. So one thing to note is that there is no relation between Legaia 1 and 2 as far as any story, plot, etc. Second option to leap out of bed. So it's basically treat this as its own game. It's completely independent from Legaia 1. So first thing we want to do, configuration, switch some settings around. We're gonna go here and choose our name. Thank you for the good luck, Kwaithu. This is an early PS2 game, 2002. So the graphics are slightly improved from Legaia 1 being a PS1 game and all. I was already planning to do this run because some people had been asking me, and I wasn't really planning to do a different run, and thankfully I do have some time. So hopefully that this will be. So this is Lang. He's our primary protagonist. We're in the village of Knoll. This is the Vigilance Corps that patrols the area for monsters. And etc. etc. Yeah, good old Legaia. Well, Legaia 2, the not at all related quote-unquote sequel to Legaia. Out of your house on a bunch of people swinging swords. So we're going to come here, we're going to talk to Galvin, our adoptive father, who's going to chastise us for being late on our first day on the job, because that's totally something that we should do. So this is Hawk, the village elder. He's going to tell us, hey, you're an adult, you need to act like an adult and be responsible, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to be told here we should get ready and then meet Gelvin outside town to head to Hunter's Wood to patrol the area for monsters. First, we're going to pick up the point card, and if you know anything about Legaia 1, the point card is completely broken, and in this game they somehow made it even more broken. Yeah, the Aqualith, the floating water stone, indeed. So we're going to head to the shop here. We're going to do some menuing for a little bit. This is going to get us a bunch of money. Buy. We have to do this individually 10 times. Sell them back. Oh yeah, this game is broken in a complete. So we're gonna enter and exit the shop a few more times. That's gonna get us a few items. The third item we get is a revival bottle that sells for 4,000. So now we're gonna sell. I'm gonna buy 43 times. So we have to do 100 individual transactions. Whoops. Let me focus. And then we're going to sell down until we have 9 left. And this is going to get us 2 more items. One that sells for 10,000, one that sells for 75,000. Thank you, Annie, for the good luck. So, hand-woven carpet, big child's bed. We don't need that item up there. So now we have 85,000 gold worth of items to sell. Sell one. Whoops. Buy 83 of these. That was right. One of these, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And now that we're done with that, what does the carpet do? It's a furniture. You can, when we get to the you'll have a furniture minigame where you can kind of arrange your room in Maya's house, but for purposes of this, it sells for 75,000, and we use that to power charge up the point card, since we don't have the glitches and so forth that are present in Legaia 1. So if you've not seen a speedrun of Legaia 1, or you haven't seen one in the past couple of years, Legaia 1 is a very interesting run. It's a lot of running around, cutscene skipping, jumping around, going out of bounds, etc., etc. So this is Hunter's Wood. This is the first dungeon. If you have played Legaia 1, then this music may be familiar. It plays in several of the forests and mountains without mist. Why did I buy 83 gloves? There's a couple of reasons. Number one, we didn't buy 83 gloves. We bought 83 armors. 83 of the more powerful armors. So that serves 2 purposes. First, we're spending money, so that charges the point guard. And number 2, we're going to use those leather chests that we bought 83 of in order to do some item crafting in about an hour once we get to Darrican Citadel. So we're going to be doing. So there's some arbitrary. So there's no major slots exploit, but there are a lot of opportunities to take advantage of arbitrage through item crafting in this game to make a lot of money, and we're going to use this as an opportunity to get a lot of extra money for some accessories when we get to Darrican in an hour. So we're going to have some tutorial fights, because of course we do have to have some tutorial fights. In fact, we have more than in Legaia 1, so that's one of the downsides. So, tutorial fight. Important to set the point card. Hold on, let me the point card is an item that you charge up by spending money in shops, and I can use the charging up of the point card to to deal damage equal to the number of points that I have with it. And since we got some 90,000 gold, that's going to give us enough. That's going to get us enough points on the point card. Yeah, that's why we got those expensive items. Is partially we need the money for item creation later in Derek 2, which is done 2 hours.
Okay.
Who's next? So we're going to level up here. We're going to get our 3rd art block, so that's going to give us our access to our 3 block arts. We'll have another tutorial fight right here where we're going to learn about arts. We're going to learn normal art, Blue Moon Buster, right down right, and then we're going to learn the super art, Sandstorm, right left right. My button presses are just a little bit rusty. Yeah, Galvin the Butt Scratcher for sure. My name is Galvin, and I scratch my butt. And if you don't like it, then you can deal with my hand, which I use to scratch my butt. Yes, the point guard does have a max of 99,999. Yeah! Eat this! As far as I know, that the runner for Final Fantasy Tactics was missing. Hopefully nothing bad happened to him. I think it's a him, but I'm sort of impromptu saying him. Eat this! And Storm! Alright! Yeah! Yeah, hopefully nothing bad happened. Hopefully it's just a matter of, you know, maybe an internet issue or something along those lines, as opposed to something really bad. But yeah, I was planning to do this run on my own channel, and when the opportunity, you know, when he said that Illness, the organizer, said that he needed a run, I was, you know, already Sandstorm, not with an.
Here I go.
What song is what? It's playing right now. I don't actually know the names of all the songs in this game.
All right. Okay. Who's next?
Who's next? Scratching the butt some more. So, unfortunately, this part of the run is kind of a really lull. We have to fight a bunch of these 3 client fights, and I'll try to make these go as quickly as possible, but there are limitations. The battle system in this game is not exactly a fast combat system, although it is much faster than in Legaia 1, and considerably more broken. Yeah, Galvin scratches his butt a lot. It's pretty funny. So ideally, Galvin will attack before the clients, which saves about 4 seconds every time he does. Know what I mean? He does not die, but he is a character who only is around for the prologue.
No problem.
He temporarily joins us through this first dungeon, and then he does not die. He will survive, but he doesn't have any further use after this dungeon. Sadly, no, we don't get to experience butt scratching all day. Morning, Lord Rufus. All right. The save cannot be said for Edouard, who.
Know what I mean?
So we have Elven Guard on the second turn, because it's slightly faster in terms of putting in a little bit fewer inputs. Alright, one more of these. All right. So that's good. Galvin attacking before the clients means it saves about 4 seconds from not having to view a client attack animation. I don't know, Snizagus.
All right.
And the Neo Geo Portable. Oh, poor Galvin getting relegated to that console. Press F to pay respects to him. Alright, so we've defeated the 3 clients down there. Now we have to head over to the bottom right portion of this map. There's one fight along the way. Hopefully it's not anything too bad. Ambushed by a single Bloody Wolf, that's not good. Not ideal. I should have put in Mountain Crusher, which is a slightly faster animation than Blue Moon Buster. I just kind of didn't remember to do so. Muscle memory kicked in, and I put in the wrong inputs. Oh well, whoops, it's over here. It's a half a second, if that. It's not a huge deal. All right, so now we have another 6 triple client fight. So is it 5 or 6? It's one of those. No problem. Yep. Alright, so more of these. Alright. Good. Galvin attacking first. So one nice thing about Galvin is he automatically heals himself after every fight, so you don't actually have to worry about keeping him healthy.
No problem.
No problem. So we have to exterminate these 5 more client fights. Take that! No, Legaia 2 does not actually have any glitches. It has a lot of exploits and taking advantage of game mechanics. But, there are no glitches in this game, no sort of development. This I think is actually quite a good series. Legaia 1 I would say is the better game. The speedrun of Legaia 1, particularly the New Game Plus stuff, is really broken and has no resemblance whatsoever to, I still have no idea why this game is called, why this has the Duel Saga moniker as its subtitle. I have no idea. Unfortunately, Galvin attacked the wrong one. Is it possible to die in this section?
No problem.
I don't know. I suspect it maybe is, but you really have to go out of your way to try to die. Yeah, there are double combos, but that would make you think dual D-U-A-L, not D-U-E-L.
All right.
All right. FFT, unfortunately, it seems that the runner was MIA. Yeah, Legend of Legaia is definitely really good. Another one of the games that I run. Really trying to work on the New Game Plus Hundo route these last few days. Alright, so I got one more client fight. Yeah, we're all hoping that the runner for is doing okay, I'm sure. I hope, still haven't heard anything. I don't think anybody's heard from him yet, but hopefully there's no There's nothing major or serious going on with him. Did not get the greatest of luck with the clients with Galvin outspeeding. Watch a grown man scratch his butt? Well, here you go. Alright, so this is the, that was the last of the clients. Now we're gonna head up here, and we're gonna be pretty precise with our movement. We want to try to avoid a battle before we get to Gather Crab, which is the first boss coming up here in just a moment. So Marcus has been pretty severely wounded. Galvin's gonna leave the party, so say bye to our butt-scratching friend and adoptive father, Galvin. So he's gone. There's a save point right here, but this boss doesn't require saving. He's a joke. Okay, good. We avoided the battle. This should still barely be a sub-22 Gather Crab, which is pretty good. Ideally, you'd want to be closer to like 2145, and this might be like a 2158. So Gather Crab, first boss, he's 1074 HP, I believe. Yeah, the first Legaia game is really good. The speedrun of the first Legaia game is well, there's a reason why I call Legaia 1 a platformer disguising itself as an RPG, because of all the pixel perfect out of bounds and glitches and wrong warps and skips, and we go into fights and then we just die and then the game just progresses on. Indeed it was, and maybe there should be some sort of command that rule regarding the FFT that we're all hoping that the runner is okay, but there was a need for an impromptu fill-in. Alright, so Gather Crab. I'm going to start off with a Mountain Crusher. So we want to make sure, so you got 1074 health, we want to make sure he does not fall below 700 health. If he falls below 700 health, there's a cutscene that hits, we want to avoid that. Whoops, whoa, no. Right, left, right. Want to put in a Sandstorm. And... Storm! Dang! Alright, now we've done 2 hits. We've weakened him to save points on the point card. Now we fire the point card off. And... boom! He's 759. Alright, just barely sub 22. Alright, so there's our first boss down, thanks to the power of the point card. Sandstorm! And we actually, you don't see it during this fight, but it actually turns out that this Gather Crab is the source of all the clients around here. There's a special attack that we didn't see called Burst, where he actually where the Gather Crab actually bursts, or births, I guess, bursts and births a client to the fight. Fond memories of Tornado Freeman. Fire, bro! Okay, huh? Burning fire! Alright, so we've defeated the client. Yay. Super breakable later. So we've defeated the Gather Crab. Yeah, and it turns out that in the director of storyboard writer for Legaia 2, Hidenori Shibao, who passed away due to illness last year, actually said that one of the things he hated about Legaia and pushed back against was about the calling out your attacks and doing those anime-esque Super Sentai, naming your attacks and being all like calling your attack names. It's actually something that he, in an interview he did shortly before his passing, he actually talked about how much he disliked the that part of Legaia and really pushed back against it. Ultimately, he did not win out, and a lot of people, I think, both in Japan and in the international release, yeah, remotely similar to Legend of Dragoon. So I can actually post. There was actually post on Legend of Legaia subreddit a few months ago. It was actually just on the JRPG subreddit. I don't know if hopefully it won't time me out for posting that link, but there's an interview with Hidenori Shibao, the storyboard script writer for Legaia 1, talking about Legaia 1 and 2. So if anybody is curious, there's a little bit of yeah, torture. See, they got scythes and pitchforks, and this is one part of this cutscene that really kind of irritates me. Like, torches and pitchforks is a classic. Okay, I guess that's sort of a pitchfork, but not really. It's just a bunch of scythes and pitchforks. And it just So he's having this mysterious dream. One thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take a few safety saves in different places, because there are some portions of this run that, for marathon purposes, can be a little sketchy. So I will try to get through everything all right, but there's always that chance that something goes wrong. Like 6 hours is a fairly gives me some leeway for sure, but there can definitely be some major problems that can happen in certain portions of the run. So hopefully this will be a relatively calm run overall. So we arrive here the next day. You can see the cuckoo there, or is that just a chicken? That one of the Vigilance Corps members here, Jill's husband. I don't remember his name. Sort of, Rubel. We don't have Seru attached to us, but 4 of the 5 characters that we have origins, which are secondary souls that have elemental or other... what's a good way to describe it? Sort of, they have origins corresponding to various elements. Well, I guess it's just a regular chicken. I've been told. So 4 of your 5 characters have origins, which are elemental souls that give you some abilities. It's sort of the cut down magic system in this game. So Lang's gonna go ahead and head on to Hunter's Wood now. Nan's gonna tell us, be careful out there, stay safe. We're just going to head on back to Hunter's Wood. We just have to head back to where we fought Gather Crab before. So we're going to try to make it through here in only 3 fights. Kind kind of hit or miss whether you get 3 fights or 4 fights. If you get 4 fights, you lose some time. So, obviously, I hope that that doesn't happen, but it might. Just all up to the mercy of RNGesus. That was pretty good movement for the first fight, so fingers crossed. Alright, what do we got here? Fly Trap. Fly Traps are hard, have a lot of health. They survive 2 hits from you, so we're just going to try to run. They're fairly slow, so I was going to say it should be a fairly easy run, but apparently not. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to head on. We are going to head on through this. Okay, maybe that wasn't quite as good as I was hoping for, so we're going to head down here and take this path. Down below it's faster than going up the top path. We had to head the top path before because of, whoops, because of issues with having hit those clients up there. So what do we got here? We got us 2 bloody wolves. That's too hard to run from, so I'm going to have to... Alright, okay, I can kill him with 3 slashes. I don't need art. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember what my damage range was like, but yeah, that's easy. They had like 135 health. So hopefully, okay, good. That's perfect. We just hit level 5 there. That's what we're looking for going into the next area, which is Gale Canyon. We'll be getting there in about 15 minutes. Yeah, a little bit less than that. So we should only have 3 fights. That's really good. Thank you, Miss City, for the good luck. Alright, so we're just going to try to run from this fight. What is it going to be? That's not good. Got ambushed. So, not the greatest of luck, unfortunately, with encounters. I've had a couple of ambushes already. Hopefully that's not a moniker of things to come. Alright, successful escape. That's good. So we're only gonna have 3 fights though. There's not gonna be another fight before we get there. So 3 fights, that helps and makes up for the time that we had a couple of bad runs. So there we go. So there's Edward. He's no longer with us. Let's go ahead and pay respects this time. Please press F now. So poor Edward, he didn't make it. So we're gonna over here. We're gonna pick up a leaf of stamina. Those are basically life waters from Legaia 1. They increase your max HP slightly. However, Lang, Sharon, Ein is going to be my end game team. We're just not going to gain enough levels. Just not going to gain enough levels with the other characters. So this is Gold Eyes. He's the final boss of the game. I'm just also going to call him Avalon. I'm going to call him Avalon because that's the actual real name. We just got to sit here. We're just going to guard for 3 turns in a row. Oh, not the butt scratcher. Don't worry, he's fine. He's alive. He'll live. So we're all good there. He's gonna be okay. Whoops. No. Hitting the wrong button. Demon?
Demon?
No.
No.
Not a demon.
It is the
Pure embodiment of power. Origin. Yep, scripted loss against the final boss. So yeah, that's the final boss, Avalon / Gold Eyes. Obviously, the game, you can't damage him, so we don't want to waste time going for attacks when we can just guard and not have to waste time with him. Yeah. We're going to start out by finding the final boss half an hour in, and it's going to go pretty much exactly as well as you'd think it would. Which is to say, not well at all. Get wrecked. Yeah, Cheddar. I don't know if I'm the best, but I try to be. I try to be acceptable. Go, go, go! Alright. Wow, 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 wow. I think it's a Japanese transliteration of the world, but I think it's also some internet meme, some meme in some anime / manga that I'm not familiar with, but. The town is in danger, but what should I do? I wouldn't want to kill one of my own race. A monster? Yeah, it's a sort of mistransliteration English for the world, as far as I'm... Yeah, So, yeah, this is, I think it's just an internet meme. So, enjoy the cutscene. My people killed mercilessly, just because we have power. Yeah, even in his youth, he was pretty buff. So, there are a couple of torches. There are a couple of pitchforks. You can see that lady back there, third to the left. Yeah, there's another pitchfork. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much stream latency there is between, you know, chat saying something and my being able to react. Even in his youth, he's still, you can see, so pretty much both Legaia 1 and Legaia 2 have villains that I would characterize as Sephiroth ripoffs. Obviously, Sephiroth ripoff. Wow, I ruined it by explaining the reference. I gotta stop doing that. So yeah, that's Eagle, the supreme origin that Avalon has. He's like, you think this man could be a threat to me? Nothing could be a threat to my power. Impossible. And I'm going to walk to the village slowly and menacingly. So yeah, Lang is not quite dead. Not quite dead. Rip Lang. Did he just use Mind Crush? Sephiroth. Hey Kazukishi. Sephi Ripoff is what I call him. Yeah. Yeah, for both Legaia 1 and 2, we have a Sephi Ripoff as the main antagonist. Long silver hair. Wants to use special powers to destroy the world and remake it in their own image. Knowledge, no point. Pretty much. He may be Freezer, but I'm still cooler. So we get to see some menacing, so that thing in the background, which is later going to be identified as the Source Forge, has turned from green to red. Ominous. Est ones in terris iravementi Sephi ripoff. I already did that during Star Ocean 2, so Do they ever become actual gods? I mean, Avalon does absorb the power of creation before we fight him in the final boss, so he sort of does. He does kind of succeed in absorbing the power of the world. And then we use contrived plot devices to suppress that power and defeat him. So, yeah, he does become a god. Runner went MIA. Alright, so we are done here. Almost. I didn't know I had two runs. I did not realize I had 2 runs either, I Unlimited, until a runner seems to have gone MIA, and a 6-hour run was needed to fill in, and I said, okay, I was going to plan to do this run on my own channel anyway, so let me help you guys out. So, turns out the Aqualith here in Knoll is indeed gone. And the townsfolk are wondering what's going to happen with the disappearance of their precious water. Remember the Great Drought? And you remember how I blamed it on those albino Nekmekian? Well, I might have shifted the blame on that one. What? It was me. I drank it. How do you think I got so fat? And now I can die with a clear conscience. Uh-oh. So Lang's gonna be like, I'm gonna go after the Aqualith. Like, I might not be able to do anything, but I gotta do something I gotta try anyway, so let's go after the Aqualith, because that sounds like a wonderful idea. Whoops, oh my gosh, can't go down the stairs. Rip me. How can I pass up this opportunity? You keep using that word, inconceivable. I do not think it means what you think it means. So the tattoo is actually completely story relevant. This is a PS2 game, which I am also playing on like my earlier run on it was a PS1 game. I'm also playing this on my PS2. Hooray for backwards compatibility! So I'm gonna take a safety save here before we start Gale Canyon. On his arms, I think it's supposed to be hair. I think he's actually hairy arms. If you're talking about Galvin, yeah, I think that's supposed to be hair on his arms. Save. Yeah, just a quick safety save. Gale Canyon usually is not problematic, but so we're gonna meet some of our minor villains here. This game is made by is made by a Procyon and Eidos Interactive, so no, it's not a Squeenix game. So here's our cast of minor villains. We've got there in the second from the left, we have Elliot, the fabulously flamboyant one. Marianne, who I would call a fat tub of lard, but that would be an insult to fat tubs of lard. The big guy is Bubba. Last name may or not have, he might or might not have a shrimp company, and the gorilla there is Elfin. So yeah, so there's our kind of our cast of villains. So we're gonna head to Gale. We're gonna head through Gale Canyon. We're gonna hopefully only have 2 fights, and hopefully they'll be both pretty quick. Yeah, I try not to think about that too much. It's disgusting. I just repress those thoughts from my memory. I need to go ahead and delete them from my memory banks this time. All right, couple Baki. Just gonna hopefully take these down really quickly. They make a lot of people uncomfortable. Coconut shrimp, sauteed shrimp, shrimp scampi, and fried shrimp. Ew, oh, that's disgusting. Oh. Sorry, just the thought of it made me hurl. Alright, so this is Ellipse. Ah, fart. I was so close to avoiding a second encounter before the lips. I'm just a little irritated by that. Whoops. We're gonna actually just fight him out. Could use the extra experience anyway.
I gotta keep going.
They keep going. So this guy just automatically runs. Can barely kill a vulture in 2 hits, yeah. So this guy just runs from us. We're gonna have one more fight before we get to the boss. Gotta go fast. Go, go, go! Let's go faster, must go faster. Go, 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 go! Oh, we got ambushed. That's a baby rage moment right there. This is unfortunate. Losing a bunch of time here. Kind of flag a retreat here. Flag a retreat to consumable items that let you run away from fights with a higher than normal run chance. Really Langathon. I never played Blue Dragon, but from what I've seen, it's probably not too far off. I've had like 3 ambushes already, which does not bode well because there's some parts of the run where like ambush is death. So anyway, this is we're gonna fight Elfin now. Sandstorm. I'm gonna try to tank this hit. Oh, I'm dead. That was a mistake. That's why I saved. So we're gonna lose about 5 minutes here. This is why I saved before Gale Canyon. So we just lost like 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. I should have saved before Elfin, but I should have just killed him, killed Elfin rather than. Yeah, I just got really bad luck with. I should have just used the point card to finish the fight. I was trying to tank a hit to save some time in the next fight, but I was being dumb. So we gotta watch all these cutscenes again, which is gonna lose us a bunch of time. So we're probably gonna go a little bit over estimate now. Oh boy. Sorry about all that. Yeah, it's really rare. Like, she did use Maiden Passion, but the fact that I got 4 hit, and, yeah, I just... The point card is an item that unfortunately it just sucks losing a bunch of time here. Yeah, where's that resets live? The spirit gun. Yeah, that was just really unfortunate luck there with Elfin.
Here I go. All right.
Oh, fart.
Dang.
Sorry, I'm just salty over that. I think you guys can forgive me for being just a little bit irritated after that
No
fight.
problem.
I was trying to save some time because in the fight after Elfin you have to get KO'd, so I was trying to get my HP down by doing that, but that was a dumb decision because even with guarding, she can still one-shot you. I don't know what a Baki is. You know, heck if I really have no idea. I know, it's just a little annoying.
Here I go.
No problem. Yeah, a little bit tilted. Yeah, good old RNG frustration. I mean, my SO2 run was pretty, other than the bunny shoes, it was fairly innocuous. So I suppose a little bit of frustration on an impromptu run is to be expected.
Here I go.
The lips.
It's mine.
The lips enemy there. Later on, we have to fight. We have to deal with ellipse. I'm gonna save right before Elfin for obvious reasons. But I should have done that last time as well.
All right.
What I should have done is I should have just saved right here at the save point. Yeah, it just always runs on turn 1. Yeah, it would be nice if I could get lips early on. Alright, that's good. Now we'll use the point card. So, 7 minutes lost, unfortunately, but and glory to the hydration bot. So hopefully the rest of this run will work out, and we can still get maybe not quite an estimate, but maybe if it's just a 605 or so, it won't be the end of the world. I'm gonna kill you for this! Oh, how fortunate we are, Marianne. Alright, so he wants to ask us to be our subordinate. We're going to tell her, of course, not a chance in hell, which pisses her off. She seems a little bit irritated, mildly peeved, slightly annoyed, bit upset. Ding, ding, ding. So, good to see their origins. The names are Raskia, the black origin, and Alvatus, the white origin.
Like that man.
Have a second soul that
He's cowering at the power of our origins.
Don't forget, Marianne. It's only just begun.
like just activated my trap card.
Now, let us engage you
In a dance of death. So we have to die in this fight.
That all you got?
There we go.
Beautiful.
Is that all you got?
So enjoy the cutscene. I'm going to stretch it a little bit.
This is a good time to try our new move on this lab rat. Wouldn't you agree, Elliot?
Excellent idea. I will begin. Ready, Marianne?
Ready, Elliot? Here comes our
Marvelous move!
Here I go!
Very elegant, Marianne.
Thank you, I got that from you!
So unfortunately, we can't win that fight. The best you can do is you can defeat one of the two, but then they still use their attack and wipe you. Since we don't have any way to do multi damage and hit them both. Double kill. Yeah, since we don't have our origin yet, we don't have access to magic. Just casually get stabbed 1,000 times. Yeah, pretty much. And then twist. I don't know what happened there, but so we're going to prison, everybody. Get a move on there, ugly little witch. Now, Marianne, she's a mystic too, after all. Prison! We're in prison. You're too soft-hearted, Elliot. Ugly little witch. Oh, what the? What's going on? Oh, it's you. What the? No, they actually did take all our stuff. What a shabby little prison. I got permission, you know. Permission to get my revenge. Revenge on you for killing my poor elfin. I give it a good luck, Sanseesis. So, there's going to be some cruelty and some torture. There's a torture scene coming up here, so if you, there's just a little content warning, you might want to look away for a moment. Ah, dang it. Well, Mr. Bubba sure is angry. You can't use that. Oh, and take some of this. And some of that. And a little bit of this. Take that. And this. Still haven't gotten mad enough. Never seen that one before, indeed, yeah. Definitely has never occurred before. Yeah, definitely never seen that one before. No, this is Doplin, who somehow manages to be even uglier as a person than he is on the outside. I know it. This game is, apart from the whole issue dying to Elfin, not too bad. I mean, thankfully I saved before Gale Canyon, but... Aw, Stan. Oh, really disturbing face. Oh, don't want to look. Oh, no. Oh. Second option, just in case some food flies in. I mean, she does make a cake. She does bake it. There is a cake called Princess Cake that she makes, and it contains, I kid you not, pork. Now, I hope that the pork that's in that recipe is just for lard. But, just thinking about it makes me sick. Oh no, that's disgusting. Tis but a flesh wound indeed. We'll live. Work. Pork floss. Actually, yeah, you can. And we will. Not just can you, but it actually is an integral part of the speedrun. It's one of the few ways that we can take advantage of a way to knock ourselves down to 1 HP. So we will actually make it twice during the run. So I mentioned it, but that wasn't actually just a hypothetical. We will very much be making it twice because it's a way to knock ourselves down to 1 HP quickly. So this is Marianne. Oh, no, it's not. This is Maya. Sorry, not Marianne. I'm getting too tired. I get the whole... I'm still on tilt. So this is Maya. She's a mystic. She has the power of the life origin Revis. So there she is. There Revis is. She looks vaguely feminine, so... Yeah, apparently I can't talk today. I guess I'm just too out of it. Yeah, she's mute for the time being. So now it's time to bust out of prison. And we've now busted out of prison. The V. Alright, so now that we've busted out of prison, we're going to take Maya with us. Pretty much, yeah, everything takes longer than it needs to. I don't think that's inaccurate. So we bust out of prison. They did take all of our items and equipment, but we found them right there. Alright, now we have to fight some guards. Two Doppelin soldiers. They have 306 health apiece. Lord Duplin!
No
80%,
problem.
80% tech smashing, 10% combat, 10% actually moving around, pretty much. All right, so now we're gonna hopefully get through here without an extra battle. Usually you do. Okay, now we have to go. Now we have to jump through prisoners. You know, escape prisoners. Where do they go? I doubt they made it to the central building yet. Find them. So we have a little hedge maze that should remind us of Ocarina of Time. But these guards are actually way better at their job than they have any right to be. These guys are really good at their job. And I'm not getting good pattern. Okay, there we go. Okay, we made it through. That's good. Pick this up. Yeah, these guards are really good at their job. I had to take it a little bit slowly, but there are a couple places, there are a couple of things that they can do that just there's no way to avoid the fact that you're getting caught. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Stop right there, Namekian scum! It is mostly RNG, as far as I'm aware, yes. I don't think there's any big way to manipulate it, and I did not get a great pattern, but I avoided a fight, so I'll take it. So this is the Mighty Balkan, third son of the Messai clan. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, ba-dum. Da-da-dum. You men, leave this to me! Look, I swear by St. Joprian. I am Balkan, they call me the Mighty Balkan, strongest in all the kingdom. If you consider yourself a real man, then you'll fight me one-on-one. And we say to that, no, we will not fight you one-on-one, get wrecked. Talk about some shoulder armor for sure. Mighty Ham! That's what my split says, the Mighty Ham! So, Mighty Balkan, 1,775 HP. Ice Needle Scroll, point card. And hopefully that's what we want. We want Langed Out speed before Maya. 901. That's a little on the low side, but we should still have 874 points on the point card. That shouldn't be an issue. Okay, we got him. Good. We beat him. Blue Armored Hulk, yep. Indeed it is. It really is. I've been called Mighty Balkan. I, the Mighty Balkan. It is not yet over.
It is not yet over.
I cannot lose. I cannot lose. And he lost. Yeah, a lot of talk for a guy who went down in the first turn before you got a chance to do anything. Not the greatest items there. So we've busted out of prison now. We have busted out. Didn't quite remember what I was doing. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna pick up a heal leaf. Just because we need a little bit more money. Not get the greatest of Take the power of 9,000 free coffees to the face. The runner went MIA regarding FFT, so I'm kind of doing an impromptu fill-in run. So, for everybody who was here to see FFT, I do apologize for that. Sorry that I still don't think we've heard anything back from the runner, but thank you for the good luck. And I will try to entertain you as best I can doing this kind of impromptu fill-in run. Unfortunately, we had a death early on, so I lost 7 minutes. I lost 7 minutes because of an elfin death. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, I'm going to try to make do, try to finish this run up, and still very possible to come sub 6. And if it's a couple minutes over, not the end of the world. It's just a little salty about it is all. As long as we don't have any more, as long as we don't have any really costly death. I did no such thing. I told you there aren't any men and women here. And I say they're here. We're searching the place. No, you're not. You're interfering with my guests. Now get. All right. But we'll be back. We promise. 5-0 cheese it. Now you talk to Sabrina. Not a teenage witch. Rather polite. Well, the guards are actually not evil. They're just kind of following orders. It's hinted that the only people who really know what's going on is the only people who really know what's going on are Bishop, Doplin, and some of the really top brass like Marianne Elliott, Velna, Avalon, maybe Bubba has some idea. But yeah, it's kind of heavily hinted at by Joe that most of the guards just don't. The townspeople and most of the guards don't really know what's going on. But not the hero but you deserve a better hero. I may be the hero you need, but I would like to think that you deserve better. So Sabrina's like, well, you can totally stay here overnight and wait for the ruckus to calm down, but you're gonna have to stay in the same room as Maya. Lang's like, is that really okay? And I'm like, I guess it's okay, given the situation. So this is Joe. He's a information dealer of sorts. So he's like, alright, are you a mystic? And Lang's like, but don't worry about it. The townspeople, by and large, we're Twitch chat monsters. Yeah, Maya's completely okay with it for whatever reason. So we're gonna go here, talk to Sabrina again. One-Eyed Joe. It's like a date. Yeah, real wifey doesn't join for another 2 hours though, so we'll have to wait on that. So she's going to tell us maybe we should go to Mount Gabel. And Joe's like, hey, it's dangerous. Used to be really famous for beautiful scenery, but now nobody wants to go there because of monsters. And we're going to be like, let's go to Mount Gabel. And Lang's like, I should probably go to Mount Gabel. And Joe's like, well, it's dangerous. Don't say I didn't warn you and half your stupid butts get killed. Oh, who am I kidding? You will. What does that mean? It means Your wish has been granted. And with that, it's time to leave. Got to do some item creation now. We might just be faking his eye patch. It's certainly a possibility. We have to do some item. It's time to do our first round of item crafting. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to head up here. We're going to go into this far house. Talk to Barton. We're going to pick up a VIP card. It's basically the platinum card. It gives you some hidden items that you can buy in shops. So pick that up right away. So oops, I want to buy quarter wood, Zuval fur, 2 Noth rocks, 135. From iron ore, 37. All right, we should be. We're definitely good on money. Here, buy 35 warm hemp cloth and a sodium poison cloth. And we're gonna go over here. We're gonna do some combinations. Combine armor. Hero blade, corpse jacket, rays, suede boots. It does. It sounds a lot like the music that plays in the port of Valfenheim, and I've definitely noticed that. Indeed, hemp cloth. Now we're going to sell these gorgeous jackets and sell for a lot of money. We're gonna leave town. We're gonna immediately come back because we're not done. We just have to. We just need to leave town and come back to open up a door. Now we're gonna buy Gorm Hemp Cloth 48, a Power Jewel 2, Tiger Jewel 1. So Tiger Jewel, Gorm Hemp Cloth 48, and 2 Power Jewels. Combined accessory, thicker poison, speed and poison. Speed and pickpocket. I think there is one composer who worked on both this game and on FF12. Come up here. Go in here. Heaven's Path. First, I need wet gloves. Usable for 48. Zoom runs 48. And all my iron ore 48. Now we're going to go combine 48 more gorgeous jackets. Combine. Whoops, no. Whoop, no. Combine armor. Oh, whoa, let's do that. Yeah. Spend all, more like make all the monies. Come over here. We're gonna buy. I'm gonna do another safety save here. Save. Crafting for a bunch of money. This is the most dangerous part of the run, Mount Bell. It's also we need money for later. Oh, also one other thing I forgot to do. Oh, sharpshoot charm. Love, yeah, charm. Good to do that. Fine, I can do that right away. Okay. First strike, excellent. That's beautiful. Got a first strike finally. Take that as a free run. Yeah, so charging up the point card, but also we need a lot of money to buy a lot of accessories. In Darrican 2, well, we'll have to read off Mount Bell. Should be pretty good. Well, we've already lost. Oh, wow, another first strike. That's beautiful. Another free run. Alright, so hopefully things will work out here. So now we're going to use the Heaven's Path. We're going to try to make it all the way to Kazan's cabin without getting into a fight. So, Heaven's Paths, they temporarily have your random encounter rate. And they work in a peculiar way. That's excellent that we did not get into a fight on the way to Kazan's hut. That'll save us a bunch of time. So the way Heaven's Paths work is they have your encounter rate by canceling out every other battle until you've been in a total of 5 random battles. Until you have been into 5 random battles is relevant there. So what I did is I got into 2 fights on the way up. Then I use a Heaven's Path. I get to Kazan's hut and I'm about to get into another battle. However, as part of this cutscene here with Kazan, before I go on to the next part of the game, there's going to be a forced scripted fight, and that is going to reset my random encounter rate. My random encounter gauge steps until next encounter. This is Kazan, our third-party member. We'll temporarily, and as a result, I'm actually cheesed out a fight completely using the Heaven's Path there. So I've avoided one fight completely, and I haven't actually used any resources from the Heaven's Path. Unfortunately, it does look like Final Fantasy Tactics is no longer being run. The runner disappeared. Hopefully he's okay, so we're all hoping that the runner for FFT is doing fine. I haven't kept up with that. But as far as I know, the party full of Galas. Gala, no indeed. Or Gala and Terra, or just Terra. Just Terra will be fine. Excuse me. MIL? Huh? Question mark? Ugh. So this is more throwback from Legaia 1. This is a remix of the world map theme with Juggernaut on it. If this sounds familiar from Legaia 1, it's because it is. A number of the tracks in this game are remixed. So he's like showing off, oh, I actually... No, you don't. You need to sit here, wait, calm yourself down, and learn about the situation. If you just go rushing in to go chase after Gold Eyes, you're going to get yourself killed, kid. That's pretty much what just happened there. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know how much of it is really... Yeah, Kazan's got some impeccable posture as well as some extreme definition as muscle. They do not change the plot. They change your personality, and they can like and like what he says in battle and stuff. But mostly the dialogue choices, we're just choosing either we're mashing where it's not relevant, or in a few situations where it does save time, we'll choose the option that cuts out a couple text boxes here and there. Thankfully, we can do a lot of text mashing pretty effectively. My monologue. There's a dialogue. I thought it was just my monologue. Fairly sure something about drinking water is important. Yeah, the Akulith it's kind of relevant. Just a wee tiny little bit. Hey Priya. And change your quotes in battle. Yeah. I love the boss music in this game. It's so good. So this is the Galduke, and for whatever reason, you can see their spine in the back of their throat. I don't know what their anatomy is, and I don't really want to know. Rip my almost. And we're just gonna point card him out. Get right. Legend of Legaia 2 starring Hydration Bot. I mean, it's back. Boom. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Yeah, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-ba-da-bum-bum. So he says something about knowing how to handle a sword, even though we used our credit card. We didn't use any sword whatsoever in this fight. Poor plants. They're gone. Rip them. To protect the world from devastation? Is that what we're doing? Are we protecting the world from devastation? Are we uniting all peoples within our nation? Are we denouncing the evils of truth and love? Extending our reach to the skies above? Yeah. Indeed, we should probably pay our respects to the plants. I'm good for that. Deep within your soul is another spirit. You must conjure it now. It will give you strength. Another power. Yeah, that's right. Wabafat. It's technically the origin of life, Revis, not water, but it's close enough. I'll allow it. So Maya's going to temporarily leave the party, and we're going to safety save, because the next 20 minutes is the... given how Elfin already dunked on me, it cost me 7 minutes, I'm going to go absolutely safety save. We're going to go right over here, and we are going to safety save the heck out of this run. about that. Alright, so now we're going to head up to... Oops. Head up to the top of Mount Gabel to fight the Morgue. Hopefully we'll only have 2 battles on the way up here. This is... Well, at least we've got an ambush, which is not good, but thankfully it's just spike lizards and they shouldn't be... We're gonna lose some time here, but... Mortal Fear inflicts venom. Venom is poison and disease, so can't heal. Whoops, no. Battle point card. Oh no. Point card him out. I want to go ahead and heal up. Point card is allowing me to just damage. Oh, they sound like Donald Duck. This is the power of money at our disposal. These guys absolutely can two-shot you. Yeah. So hopefully we won't get into another battle before we get to Morgue. That's the hope. Try to have good pathing. Excellent. That's very good. This is the best possible situation. Only 2 battles on the what's it called? Heaven's Path have been operated, so this will actually help save us a bunch of time. Since we're effectively skipping 2 or 3 battles compared with worst case situation, so we're gonna actually make up a good couple minutes. We're gonna actually make up a couple minutes here in Mount Gabel, which is really nice because as bad as I was earlier. Just flash my casino club card and they back up because they... So we're going to fight Morgue here. This guy has the ability to block normal, so all of our normal attacks, all of our physicals are useless against him. So we're just going to guard until he wipes us, and then we'll have a short break. A mighty blow!
Not yet.
Our man from Earthbound has gone green for climber. A mighty blow!
Shoot.
Alright, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will BRB. Enjoy the cutscene.
like those two. It's the same thing. Am I the same as them?
Deep within your soul is another spirit. You must conjure it now. It will give you strength.
Another power lies within me.
I am thou, and thou art I, and we're a happy family. You did. Is it Ultra Instinct? Nah. Now we're gonna point card him. Five. Yeah, that's the old immortal question. How many Super Saiyans does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one, but it takes five. It takes 5 episodes to do so, and Krillin dies halfway through. Yeah, because obviously we don't want to waste time using Gallia a couple of times. That would be Persona. Master? Well, it's better than calling him Pops. Poor Krillin. Indeed, poor Krillin. Equip. Right. Shoot Charm, Power Jewel, Jab Charm. Whew. So we get to enjoy yet some more dialogue of some more dialogue we get to enjoy now. I can feel the battle with more clarity.
What a waste of time.
What a waste of time. Indeed, Kazan, indeed. Master?
Master?
Why aren't you
Why
using
aren't
your
you
sword? I've always preferred to use my fists. I can feel the battle with more clarity. This is a memento of an old student of mine. A student? Yes.
Yes.
And in it thrives the spirit of my former student, Rouse. Which is why I must never ever lose it.
I must never ever lose it.
For to lose it is to forget him. Whoops. So this is coming up on the most dangerous part of the run, which is the Cave of Trials. Not the Not the Star Ocean 2 Cave of Trials, which is not quite as dangerous as what's coming up, but still dangerous. I know, I've done 2 consecutive runs for this marathon that have involved a dungeon called the Cave of Trials. Would you look at that? I think it's a combination of the... I think it's just how the text scales. You made me thirsty! There's Escape Rate Up and Suppress Strike, which will put those back on Chasm to help out. Like, I got a Rock Demon Steer, that's good to know. That'll be relevant for about 4 hours, for about 3.5 hours from now. Take out the Sharpshoot, put the Jab and the Sharpshoot back on. Items use, heal up Maya. Alright, now we're gonna go to Cave of Trials. The PS1 game, I think, is generally considered the better game, yeah. The speedruns are very, very different, though. Legaia 1, particularly the New Game Plus run, which is what is most commonly run, is a bunch of platforming, glitching around, skipping, doing all sorts of out-of-order sequencing, whereas this game is basically just brute force execution. They're both worth playing, but my recommendation is when you play this game, don't distance yourself from Legaia 1 when you play this game, and treat it as its own game. Treat it as its own game to be judged on its own merits, and don't think of it as Legaia 2. Think of it as Lang's Fantastic Aqualith Adventure, a completely unrelated game that just so happens to use some of the same music from Legaia 1 and has a similar combat system. That's my recommendation with it. Is accept it for what it is. Don't expect it to be like a true Legaia 2, because it's not. So this is the most dangerous part of the run here, Cave of Trials. There's some enemies here called Dinogols, and they are evil. They are evil with a capital E and a capital Vol. We should only get into one fight here, though, since we still have the Heaven's Path. But still... things can always go awry. Yeah, not a problem. Alright, what do we got here? How bad's it gonna be? Oh, wow, Ellipse. I don't think we can kill it, but I'm gonna try. Nah, it's just gonna Escape Master. That's fair. That's fine. Evil! You don't get any experience with that, so baby rage. But at least we're not gonna die, most likely. Alright, we're good now. Now that we got this chest. Whoops, no. Alright, so Heaven's Gate will cancel random battles completely for 5 battles, which conveniently going to allow us to avoid all battles for the rest of the Cave Trials, except for this forced fight here. We can always get a surprise attack on the Galdukes by hitting him from behind. We'll take advantage of that. Guaranteed first strike. Legaia! Or if you prefer, Persona!
No problem.
So this is actually also Legaia 1 throwback music. It appears for about all of 4 or 5 seconds in the of the game. Plays in the Octum train station. Grab this average jewel that we'll put on Maya later. Nope. Yeah. Let the origin do all the work. Let your persona do all the work. We'll pick up another Heaven's Path. We'll use that in the Darrican Sewers, because there's a Sewers dungeon, and yeah, it's just as abominable, abysmal as you would imagine it to be. Alright, there's only one truth, gotta hit the left switch. And now we pick up the Secrets of Fang scroll, and now we are done with the worst part of the game. By comparison, everything else from here on is pretty simple, and I'm like half a second off a gold split there. Oh, I need to walk forward here. Alright, so we're going to learn the Raging Fangs hyper art here, which we'll use in about 4 hours, in about 3 hours and 15-20 minutes. And now we're gonna now we have the ability in dungeons to switch between characters, and we're always gonna run as Kazan on the map here. The reason why is he actually runs faster than the other 4 characters by about 8%, so not insignificant. Don't waste my time. And we're just gonna run from all of these fights. Using Flags of Retreat for the higher run chance. So the Aquilith that Ling refers to could only be what's also known as the Sacred Azure Stone. And it seems to be in Darrican Citadel in the castle, where we were in prison earlier. Time to go. Here's Kenjiro. He's a merchant, and that face is almost as disturbing as Marianne's. Just almost. Well, we're gonna leave now, and Calvin's like, yeah, sure, you can have it. You can go there, do what you want. So, we'll see him again, unfortunately. Switch back to Kazan. Remember, he runs the fastest. Yeah, all sorts of... Don't waste my time. He seems sleazy, yeah. I think sleazy is more apropos than happy. If I can get if I can get this lips, that would be amazing. Guard. Unfortunately, we don't have enough speed. That's like 4 lips I've encountered already here. I mean, it's not the end of the... It would have been really nice to have gotten a lips fight after right here, because then with the Kaz and Curry effect, I would have actually been able to outspeed. Hopefully not. Oh, Light Azaris, yeah. So we have a little cutscene where we learn about Maya and her past, that she has the potential for magic within her blood. Another first strike, that's great. Wow, that's really nice as well. Only 3 fights in the way. Well, I guess we had the 1 fight earlier, so that's not bad. Anyway, time to do our next round of item creation. We gotta do some accessory crafting. I don't think so. 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and 11 of these. Combine accessories. We're going to combine black and poison. Poison and black. Black and eagle 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Valor. Black and venom twice. Got that. Black venom. Valor rot. Valor Wizards, Wisdom Banshee, Savior, and Eagle, Wizards Black, Wizards Rot, Wizards and Banshee, Beggars in White, Barricade Venom, Wizards Valor, Wizards Valor. Dirty Clothes, Foul Doublet. Oops. Well, I'm actually kind of filling in a backup right now. To answer your question, I'm sort of an impromptu backup. Equip. Oops. And Banshee. And Sharpshoot, Foul Doublet. Power, Banshee. Now we're gonna have up the stairs. Go up here, we're gonna pick up a Courageous Heart. Courageous Heart is an item, consumable item used in battle. It gives you 1 art block for the rest of the battle. So, really nice item there. Now, sewers. Because every RPG got to have a sewers dungeon, and then they all are piles of garbage. Piles of hot garbage are what these sewers dungeons are.
Don't waste my time.
So we're just going to use earth energy here. Mandatory sewer level, of course.
I get better
As I get older. Rivers of liquid garbage, I suppose. Whoops, magic powder. Piles of liquid sewage. Suppose it is sewage, not garbage. Here. A couple of leaves. I think Chasm's actually in his 50s. Pick up the red gate key, come over here, switch back to Lang, break this, switch back to Chasm. Use the key, open the door, go over here, pull the lever, that lowers. Theoretical properties of both. Well, it wouldn't stick to itself. It would have almost zero viscosity. It would have zero viscosity, so it would be able to climb up walls, and I don't want to think about what would happen there. Garbage that could just climb up and ooze out of any wall or container meant to restrain it because of zero viscosity and. Being unable to keep in the same quantum states as the other particles that make up the solid mass of Bose-Einstein condensate garbage. Presume that would be pretty grotesque until it warmed up and fell back into some other less exotic form of matter. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use the Heaven's Path. So I'm just going to say even more disgusting than normal. Super cold. Well, I mean, that's what Bose-Einstein... I mean, you have to get cold enough that fermions can couple into bosons. Grimer. I suppose so. Pick up the blue gate key, come over here, break this, get the very important unassailable pill. We'll be using that on the... Which fight are we going to use that on? The Storm Idol fight. Sorry, it took me a minute. I had to remember which fight I used that on. Now that we have the blue gate key, we're going to come over here, we're going to come back here, we're going to come and go down here. Go over here, pick up a camping kit. We'll use that right before we get to Slogar. And we're just going to continue on our way. Over here, over here, over here, and into the blue gate. Flip the blue gate key. We're going to go around here. pick up another Courageous Heart right here. So we do need 2 of them. We need 1 of them for Slogar, and then another one for Rain Off the Brave. Or Rain Off the Coward, if you prefer. Alright, battle. We are just going to go ahead and wipe